Good morning and welcome to Magic Modena. It's one of the more exciting days of the year when I decide that the weather's nice, and it clearly is today, and particularly with the sun out, and I decide that now's the time to get the Modena 360 out of the garage. So I am going to do that today. On top of that, I'm going to take it for a first proper drive in decent weather, decent roads, since I had all the work done at AV Engineering. And if you remember previous videos, I had a bit of work done that include a lot of engine mapping and retuning, and I was really excited to take that out and give that a go. So we're going to do that today. Can't wait to get some of this down on video, and hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So I've got the car out, the engine has worked, thank God. There's no lights on the dashboard, sun's out, so stage 2 of the unboxing of the 360 has gone successfully. So I thought, like, just quickly I'll take you back to the start on what this video is about. I was a big fan of Seeing Through Glass, and as you know, for anyone who follows him, he's got a 360. And he took it down to AV Engineering, and I saw all this stuff about remapping the engine and sort of challenge Stradale performance, and I was kind of looking at it like in sort of reasonably jealous fashion. But anyway, I sort of got in touch without us, and I took the car down there. It was actually when I was having the paintwork done, and we started talking about this remapping of the engine. But there's two parts to it. You can do a certain amount of that, which will just sort of like perk up the car. I didn't realise, but 360s can be like, you can get sort of slower ones and quicker ones, and it allows you to sort of perk up the car generally in a number of ways. Turns out that mine was pretty quick, and so the difference wasn't as noticeable with that mapping. And so we discussed, it did make a difference, like no doubt made a difference, but we discussed going that extra level. And I was having a service done where I was having like cam belts done, and so all behind the seat here was open, and so on. And so we decided to go to the next stage basically. And so while I was having the cam belt service done, we took the tops off the top of the engine as well. And so then we adjusted the position of the camshafts in relation to the crank, like, and there is another video on YouTube. If I can work out how to link things, I'll put that in the video, but where you can see some of that work actually going on. But once that's done, if you do that, it's almost like taking it right back to when it came out of the factory. It means that it maximizes the power of the engine, and if you can maximize the power of the engine, then and have all of that alignment, then you can do this second stage mapping of the engine, which is like challenge stradale type mapping that goes over the top of that and really brings the car to life. And this is really the first chance, because when I had that work done, it wasn't great weather and it was cold and everything. I think it was like December, I'm thinking. So today, sun's out, as you can see. Today's about taking it for a drive and seeing how it feels now that work's been done by Heavy Engineering. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to what the difference is, because actually this is quite a civilized car in many ways. It's a civilized car. So I'm hoping it's given it a little bit more edge, a bit more perky. You know, when you touch the accelerator, I want it to react, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. Welcome to Magic Modena. Messed up the gear changes. I've got to get used to it. I've had automatic now driving for months. Forgotten how to drive a manual. Well, we're out on the road. What a day. What a day. And yeah, for the first time I'm trying out the remapped engine. Oh, it's so nice to be out. Just hoping for the right roads. First thing you notice is just like, you know, even when we're going slowly like this sort of speed, I just touch and it just wants to go, like quite low revs. It just wants to pick up way quicker than before. What I notice the most is when I used to put my foot on the accelerator, there was like play, you know, sort of nothing would happen. If I did exactly the same motion as I do now on the foot, like there would be movement before something kicked in. And you know, so while we're piddling around in these slow roads, that's the first thing that I notice, is just so much quicker connection between me pressing the accelerator and you know, some sort of reaction from the car. Obviously when you go out on a sunny day, there's cars everywhere. Just it sort of sounds the same. But it's like, yeah, it's like it went back in the factory and they rebuilt it and put it out and said, oh, here's a bit of extra software that might brighten up your day. Now, what I'm hoping to experience also is when we get to, well, just slightly more open opportunities, to pick up later on in the rev range, up in the sort of 5, 6, 7. I don't know how easy that's going to be to do today, but well, you just, I mean, I hope you can get a sense of just how nice it is. Oh, she goes. Aldous, well done, mate. I know I've said this a lot, but this car is great on the motorway. Like, really cruises. It's obviously not as quiet as some cars might be, but if I'm sat here, cruises like mad. If you want to give it a poke, I knew more sort of country roads. I tend to find around here the country roads sort of turn into dirt tracks. Little push. Oh, that is good. That top lot, like 5,000 just wants to go like crazy. Yeah, I love it, love it. Thank you, AV Engineering. The car's a wonder. I hope you get some of this sound on the video. I know it's a bit noisy, but no, the car's in great shape. And yeah, I definitely recommend if you've got, well, certainly a 360, maybe look into it. I really, you know, my goal was to have this car for a long time and invest in it. There we go. Definitely helping me do that. So I think I'll leave it there for today. I'm going to have a little relaxed drive home. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And yeah, there'll be more content coming now the sun's out, and look forward to having you come along.